All right, good morning. Today we are on a mission. We're gonna ride our bikes to a place called Dale Park and then run up from the valley up towards Lone Peak and maybe summit Thunder Mountain. It's a long run, I think about 20 miles or so, but I think it's gonna be a great adventure. We're starting early, so get to enjoy the sunrise. And that's Lone Peak right there, and that's where we're going. Okay, I've stashed my bike, and now I'm running straight up into that valley. It's right ahead. It's gonna circle around up into Lone Peak Cirque. So the goal of this run is to stay in the mid to low 140s as I'm running, and just sustain that, whether that means I'm running, I'm going up hills, sometimes I'm walking, or even slow walking on the super steep stuff, but just want to stay in that zone 2 threshold for me, and that's what's gonna help me get better. All right, last neighborhood. It's getting pretty fancy around here. Jenkins, fetch me an Aperol Spritz. Okay, quick update. We are at mile 4 of the run and starting to get into Bell's Canyon proper. And it's a beautiful glacier carved canyon. Really dense vegetation right now, but it'll open up and get some nice views. And there's where I came from. Hi guys, this trail is just stunning. Feels like the Tetons, just giant boulders and giant glacial landscape. Getting up towards the Alpine. Love it. Okay, so made it up to this wonderful lake up here, and still a fair amount of snow. There's probably 3 to 5 feet of snow up here. We're about 9,800 feet on June 18th. So anyways, gonna take a quick breather and maybe do some scouting, see if I can get any higher without too much snow, and I'll go from there. All right, just a little bit above the lake, and there's Lone Peak. And I'm thinking about schwacking up that way, seeing if I can get up to South Thunder, but it's just kind of a lot of patchy snow. We'll see. Well, I think I've made it to my high point today. It's a little hard to see, but I'm getting onto an ever increasing number of very large boulders partially covered in snow that I might post hole through and do something really bad. So to avoid that, I think I am just going to turn around and perhaps deploy the tactical running gear. You see all this stuff? Snow and these giant boulders. No bueno. So I think we'll just call it here and enjoy what we've climbed up to. All right, as you can see, it is now time to don the tactical running gear for the descent. Okay, heading down in full descent mode. And it was a great climb, way more challenging than Olympus. But it's a pretty technical trail, at least right now with the snow. So anyways, decided to head down, make sure I get down in one piece. All right, I had to make a wardrobe change because the trail got too tight down here in the sweltering Salt Lake Valley. And I got a couple 3 miles left to the bike, and then a nice bike ride home, maybe like 6 miles or so. Finally, roads opened up so I can put on the tactical running umbrella, also known as a true. And I've called Jenkins, and he'll have my Aperol spritz ready upon hitting pavement. Might be having an equipment issue. Winds are out of the south, probably 20 miles an hour, and the poor tactical running umbrella is not long for my head if I keep it on. I think I have to switch back over to the traditional. All right, no one wants a wardrobe malfunction. Back in the hat. Okay, I found my bike. Just gotta unlock it and then we'll be good to go. All right, it's high noon, just got the bike. Let's get out of here, it's hot. All right, I made it back. And what an adventure. Another good one. See you next week.